Hello, this is a video that I'm making to show people or give people ideas how to install a stereo system in a 2016 Corolla. So a few things that before you want to start installing is that I would recommend. I'm not a professional installer or anything like that, but it's a hobby of mine. So before you start, I would definitely recommend investing in these panel remover tools. It makes the job a lot easier. It doesn't damage your panels and the sockets that the panels get into. Um, just gonna do a quick plug on some products that I use for wiring. I really like their product. This is the 4 gauge ground wire, but it's just for demonstration purposes to show you how easy and bendable and flexible these wires are. It's fully coppered, so this is from New Concepts. I know maybe not a lot of people have heard of them, but I really like their product and their speaker wire. So I just purchased their installation kit. A few things about their installation kit is that I would really recommend buying some more speaker wire, because I bought the installation kit with the 12 gauge speaker wire and it only comes with 20 feet. So I would totally recommend purchasing another 20 feet or whatever you need. And another thing that I like, it's their version of the Dynomat. This here is called No Noise. So you can put it on. It's that damping material. It's really cool, very pliable to put on. You know, so this is what I use for the door panels. All right, so I'm gonna get on into installing the power wire here. It's blue, 4 gauge. And what I did here, I notched off a little bit here to make it look clean. I just dremeled that out. So then I attached the fuse box right there. And then what you want, if you're gonna do that same spot there, what I would recommend would be you would need a extension for your drill, and then you would need to remove the top of the fuse box. This electrical terminal here, your electrical terminal, and then remove this. I just untighten this a little bit, remove that, and then remove the top of your air filter. So after that, I installed that. I ran the wire this way. I put a zip tie there, and then I ran the wire underneath to the firewall, and I zip tied there. I don't know, see if you can see that. And I ran it, and then I ran it this way because there wasn't any room on the driver's side, but it made it easier to get into a grommet that's over here. You can see it, and let me see if I can get it for you. Right there. So you can put it through that grommet there, and you don't have to drill it or anything like that, but I will gonna be putting silicone on there just so that I don't get any water leaking in. Okay, so one thing you want to do here, show you why these tools are really handy, is that I already removed the door panels. I already removed pretty much everything. I already gouged out everything out, so I'm going to show you the door panel here really quick. The door, so you got a point here for the plugs there. I forgot, can't really think of it. Another one there, And this is, I already installed one. I'm using Hertz 165.5. And then here, down here, over here, another one over here, another one over here, another one here. The ones that were tricky are the ones that were more inside here. There was one inside here, and then I think I might have covered it, but I'll show you the door panel. So here's the door panel, just give you an idea. These are the plugs here. It's very easy. They made a mistake here. Let me see if I can get a better shot. These come off sometimes, and so what you want to do is be very careful not to snap off right there. So that would just, you know, clip in there. When I was taking it off, some of them just kind of came out. So I'm okay with that, but as long as it didn't break off this plug here. So one thing you want to do is, before you install it, or take it apart, I mean, is you got a plug here that you want to remove. So basically you get a small screwdriver, unhinge that, and you don't need to take the whole thing, so it's on the right side. And then the cover here for the door handle, there's a screw there and screw there. So screw there, there, and there. And then after that, you can start popping off the panel and you're good to go. Alright, so from here, I just want to show you a little mod of my tweeters here. What I did, I pop off the tweeter cap, and then I just did a little mod there. I had to shave off a little bit of the tweeter to make sure it clips on right there. Right there, I wanted to use the existing clips from the stock. And then I put a little bit of glue right there just to make sure it holds. So that's this one's easy, you know, just kind of, oops, let me get the right size here. It kind of hard. Oh yeah, I think it's this one. Pops in right there, no big deal. Boom, only like one, only has one, so it pops in. All right, so once you remove that, there's this factory tweeter and speaker right here. So you just kind of remove that. The speaker is a bit tricky. I'll show you a little later as I go around the car. What you want to do is, right now I covered it with the insulation, but you do really want to get like this plastic speaker holders for the factory. And then what you want to do, there would be like rigids here, and then you just have to, I'll show you on the other side. But you would have to drill them out, and then there's 3 of them. You would have to drill out the rivets, and then after that you can pop off the factory speaker, and then that's it. So then down here I ran the wire here. Here's the power wire, speaker wire. See, it's very bendable, flexible, 12 gauge. New Concepts, shout out for them again. I really like their speaker wire. So when you remove down here, let's see, there would be like a screw, a plastic screwdriver screw that you would have to remove. See right there. And then what I did is I started out, it would be like right there, right? This is the, here, I started out over here, start popping off here, popping off here. It got stuck at this point, so I didn't really want to break it. So I end up taking off the cover, the screw cover there, the plastic screwdriver cover. Then I popped off the whole thing, and it just kind of gives you an idea why I didn't right there. So I didn't want to break that, so I ended up just taking the whole thing out. You don't have to take out the side panels here. I didn't do that. I just passed it through here, the wires for the back. and I passed it all the way down here, and then I just kind of lifted this up here. I lifted it, and then I pushed it through here, and then I just kind of jammed it down there, and then I pushed it here. So this is how I set up the back. I did a little bit of, these are 8s. They were my old system from existing car. Eclipse amp. They don't sell these anymore. So I ended up buying just a mono amp to my subs. And then this is a custom made, well, I made it not really hard to do, but I didn't want to drill holes into the frame of the car because I just got it. But in here, I don't think you can see it, I just made a little wooden latch, and it just kind of turns, you know. Alright, moving on the back. So this is how I wanted it, still trunk space. So this is how the back looks on my trunk. So you can see how it just kind of looks flush there, and it's kind of clean. Moving on to the driver's side, same thing. You know, ran the wire down here. Moving on, stuffed it down here. This was a little hard, so I just kind of left it there, but it'll cover up with the plastic cover here. These are the RCAs from the installation kit, but I'm not using these because I already had a monster cable existing RCA. So that's that right there. So we're going back to the plastic. This is the factory speaker. So these are the rivets that you would have to remove from the speaker. You would have to drill that out, and I saved these because I used them as a washer, but I forgot these, and then I had to improvise and I used clamps instead. So in the back, that I clamped it with, depends on your speaker and how you did it, but you can see it right there. I use another clamp there to clamp it. So it just depends on your speakers and what hardware they have, but this is, I had to improvise, and that's what I did there. So, and then also I put no noise here inside from all the way up top. As you can see, it goes over there. You know, I didn't want to put any dampening material over the plastic as much. You know, this one doesn't look as clean as the other side, but I didn't want to waste the material, so I just kind of slapped on the pieces. Alright, so moving on to the face. This is the factory. I'm going to use the factory radio. Turn this around here. And this is the back of the radio. And what I did was I purchased a inline converter. Let me go on the other side. I bought this one. I was kind of researching, and I kind of liked what this one had offered. This is called a audio control. It's the brand LC2. They do have videos of this one, so that I would definitely check it out and decide if this would work for you. So really quick, I don't really mess with the electrical stuff. My brother does it, but I just want to see if we can get. So yeah, here we go. Okay, let me get it focused. So you remote out, remote in, your ground. It does need, you know, power to start up, but and then what I did was we did he spliced it back here. So what you want to do is, I didn't want this. You can either have it in the dash. I preferred it in the dash because I didn't really want it out there in the back. They say that you can just splice it for the rear speakers, but I didn't like that idea. I just kind of wanted to look clean back there as well. So I just spliced it over here. He kind of covered it already, but you can see that I'm just going to do the front. I'm not going to have any rear speakers and the sound. So the faceplate, it is the most trickiest spot of thing here. So the faceplate is, as you can see, is one whole plate here. Let me take it out and see if I can get a better shot here. Right there. I've seen videos that people would say, oh, you gotta pop this off, then this, but you don't have to. Just the whole thing comes off. So as you can see, it all that kind of latches there together, you know. So what I did was I end up popping it off on the passenger side down here. So I popped off this one, came up, popped off that one, and then I just ran these tools, the pop, you know, plastic tools, and end up just going, hit one, popped off, go, popped off. As I was pumping off, the top was coming out. So this will be sturdy enough to pop it out. You would, you know, want to put your tool down in between this here as you're going, and pop off as well. One thing I would consider to be very careful is this section here, because the plastic is very thin, as you can see. I almost thought I was going to break it, but I didn't. So at this point right here, this part was tricky for me, so I was very careful to pop that off. So you have your emergency, and then your passenger thing that you have to disconnect, and then after that, that's it. On the radio side, put this back up here. There are some screws that you would have to get in there. So I'll show you. These are the latches. You would have to unscrew it, and then the radio will come out. So I'm using the factory radio because I like the features of it, and I just want to make it look nice. Oh, so here's a reason why you want to get these. As you can see, or on this side, I missed it. So what you want to do is, I'll show you why it's so easy. Obviously this part here is for the door panel, so you definitely want to get in here, and I know it's gonna fly, but let's see, and then it just comes off. But I'm gonna just use this part here because it'll be easier. So that's why I like these things. See how easy it came out, not even damaged, you know. So this was the door panel. So I'll show you over here how you would want to do it from this door panel here that I have out. Let me see if I can get it. Okay, well, I'm gonna set it down nice and easy here. So you would use this one with the Y, and then you would just get in between here and then pop off. Boop. And that's it. So I hope this video was informative, because I know there's not a lot out there for new cars to learn how to pop off panels and things like that. So I'm probably will not after I'm done, I probably will not make a video of my stereo, because I just think that it doesn't do really justice because of the microphone of the phone and things like that. So I hope this was informative for you. Like I said, I'm not a professional installer of radios or anything like that, but it is a hobby of mine, and that's it. So what I'm gonna end up doing here though is just tape this off and, you know, tuck it away. These are the factory speakers, wire. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it was informative again. And if you guys really want to hear the system, just reply, and I will be slowly replying back, because this is not something normally I do. Alright, thank you for watching.